ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। Can repeat. न कर्मणामनारम्भात्
न कर्मणामनारम्भात्.
You see the shloka? Third chapter, fourth shloka. नैष्कर्म्यं पुरुषोष्णुते
नैष्कर्म्यं पुरुषोऽश्नुते
न च सन्न्यसनादेव
न च संन्यसनादेव
सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति।
सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति।
न हि कश्चित् क्षणमपि
न हि कश्चित् क्षणमपि
जातु तिष्ठत्य कर्मकृत्
जातु तिष्ठत्य कर्मकृत्
कार्यते ह्यवशः कर्म सर्वः प्रकृतिजैर्गुणैः कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य ययास्ते मनसा स्मरन् इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते।
मिथ्याचारसमुच्यते
यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा
यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा
नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन
नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन
कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम्
कर्मेन्द्रिययोगम्
असक्तः स विशिष्यते
सक्तः
नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वम्
नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वम्
कर्म ज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः
कर्मज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः
शरीरयात्रापि च ते
शरीरयात्राभिचते
न प्रसिद्ध्येद कर्मणः
न प्रसिद्ध्येत कर्मणः
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः
लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
कर्म कौन्तेय
मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर From this year, this shloka onwards, you will see Bhagavan using the word yajna. Yajna for karma. The word yajna is used. Niyatam kuru karma tvam niyatam karma, that is whatever you are supposed to do, you must do. That is your dharma, you must do. So, niyatam karma kuru. For what? Antakarana shuddhi praptyartam. For gaining chitta shuddhi. Ragadvesha nivritti. Antakarana shuddhi. So, that karma becomes a yajna. So, niyatam karma as yajna karma. The word yajna means yajdatu, yaj to worship. The karma will become a yajna, a worship, an aradhana of Ishvara. And the Ishvara prasada in the form of Antakarana Shuddhi. Whatever comes from Ishvara, taking as that as a prasada, that shows that person as Antakarana Shuddhi. He doesn't have any complaint about the result of the karma, what he does, because what he does is an aradhana, is a worship. Therefore, there is no complaint about the result. Whatever comes from Ishvara, it is a prasada. He gracefully accepts. That shows the Antakarana Shuddhi. Therefore, this aradhana, Ishvararpana buddhi, and then prasada buddhi. That is karma yoga. So karma yoga without Ishvara is not possible. So doing one's dharma, that karma, that is becomes a yajna, an aradhana. The word yajna generally it is used in the Veda, meaning a sacrifice. That is, Agni is invoked in the yajna kunda, into which you offer aguti. Prajapataye swaha, Agnaye swaha. By uttering the word swaha, you offer into the Agni in the yajna kunda. Here, all the karma, whatever may be the karma you do, not only Vaidika karma, even the Laukika karma also is looked upon as an yajna. Yajno by Vishnuhu. Yajna is called Vishnu, Mahavishnu. So, The yajna by which you do the aradhana, the worship of Ishvara, that yajna is not different from Bhagavan. So yajna by Vishnu, Upanishad says yajna by Vishnu, that yajna is Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is Vishnu. He is all pervading. He is Sarvavyapi, he is Parameshvara. So that yajna itself is Bhagavan. It means the karma, what you are supposed to do, that itself is Ishvara. So not rubbing the, not violating the order, not violating the order of Ishvara, the harmony of Ishvara by doing what one is supposed to do, whichever ashrama or whichever avastha the one belongs to, or whichever condition is, whatever one is supposed to do, one has to do, because yajna is Mahavishnu, is Ishvara. Therefore, the karma what you do becomes a yajna karma. Therefore, yajnartat karmanon yatra, karmanon yatra, karmanaha anyatra. Yajnartat karmanaha anyatra. Any karma other than this yajna karma. The yajna karma is that karma which is offered to the Lord, the Parameshvara. That yajna karma is the Ishvara karma, the karma which is offered to the Lord. It is a worship of the Lord. Worship need not only through flowers, need not be only through arati. It is by doing, by following, by observing what one is supposed to do. That is the yajna karma, and that is dedicated, offered to the Lord. So, yajnatat karmanaha anyatra. Anyatra is any other karma. Any other karma which are meant other than as a worship to the Lord. That is any karma other than yajna karma. Yajna karma is that karma which is dedicated to Ishvara. So any karma other than that, that is anyatra karma. So two types of karma. One is yajna karma, that is Ishvara karma. Other karma is anyatra karma. Anyatra karma is the karma which is not dedicated to Ishvara. That is the karma which is you do because of the pressure of the raga dvesha, because of the pressure or the urge for gaining the dharma, the not dharma, arthakama, by sheer pressure, even by any illegitimate means. Adharmika means also you are ready to the gain. That is anyatra karma. That is not an aradhana. That it cannot become a worship of the Lord, because you are violating the order. When you do that karma, you violate so many things. You cause himsa to other people. You violate the harmony. That cannot become the yajna karma. Therefore, anyatra karma. Yajnartat karmanaha anyatra. So, anyatra karma. So, two types of karma. Anyatra karma, other karma. That means other karma. Yajna karma is that karma which is offered to the Lord. So, ayam lokaha, this loka, by anyatra karma becomes karma bandhanaha. By doing the karma other than yajna karma becomes the karma bandhanaha, becomes bound. So, ayam lokaha, this loka, this yeshaha lokaha, manushyaha, loka referring to the people. Loka means the world. World means what? The people who live in the world. So lokaha is equal to manushyaha. This manushyaha, yajnartat, that from the yajnartat, from the yajnartat referring to this yajna, the word in the last class, if you remember, we talked about Panchamaha yajna. So yajnartat is equal to yajnartam. So yajnartam, karmanaha anyatra. That is karmanaha. This yajnartat karmanaha referring to the yajna karma, that is the niyatta karma, this panchamaha yajna, that karma. Other than that, anyatra, other than that, that is different from that. Tataha binnaha. Tataha binnaha, other than the yajnarta karma, lokaha, this manusyaha becomes bound. Karma bandhanaha. Karma becomes a bandhana. Karma becomes a cause for the bondage. So, when does a person become bound? Not by doing karma or not by avoiding karma. By avoiding karma, you don't become a jnani. By doing karma, also you don't become a jnani. In fact, by doing karma, not in the spirit of this yajna karma, you become bound. So, anyatra, that is anyatra karma, the karma which is not meant as yajna, becomes a source, becomes a cause for bondage. So therefore, karma bandhanaha, you are bound by karma. Karma is that you are bound by the limited results which the karma offers. Because it offers only limited results, and you are also after the limited results. So you enjoy the results, you become a bhokta, and in the process you do further karma. It will give karma phala, papa punya. Therefore, this janma marna chakra will continue. So you keep yourself busy in this world of samsara up to when? Till all the indriyas fail. Till all the indriyas fail, till you cannot do anything, till then you keep yourself busy in this cycle of karma, and you blame the karma. You blame the karma for samsara. In fact, karma is a means. Karma is a means to become free, but you make the karma a source of bondage. How? By doing anyatra karma. By doing karma, not in the spirit of this Ishvara Aradhana, by taking into the karma for gaining the limited ends, and in the process you violate the order, therefore it becomes anyatra karma. So by that you become bound by karma, therefore karma bandhanaha, become karma bandhanaha. Therefore tadartam karma kaunteya, therefore you do karma for tadartam. Tadartam means what artham? For what purpose? Tan nivritti artham. Tan nivritti artham. That karma bandha nivritti artham. For the removal of the karma bandha. That is the prayojanam really of the karma. The karma is the prayojanam, the utility, the usage of karma is for the removal of that bandhana. It's for the removal of this samsara bandha. How? By converting the same karma into an aradhana, by taking to karma yoga and all we discussed, referring to the second chapter, that samatva buddhi, that yoga buddhi, bringing in that attitude, that becomes an aradhana. So then that karma becomes a sadhanam for moksha. Therefore, karma kuru, ek kaunteya, you do that karma, you do karma for what? For the removal of, for the nivritti of the samsara, or the cause of samsara, you do karma. Mukta sangha samachara. Muktaha sangaha. Sangha is the attachment. What is the attachment? Mama idam karma. This is my karma. And this result of this karma belongs to me. Therefore, I alone should enjoy the result. So, mama idam karma is agankarta kartritvam, the doership. And the result of karma belongs to me. Therefore, agam eva bokshe, I alone will enjoy the karma. You become a bhokta. So when kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam is there, you become sangaha, you become bound, you become attached. Therefore, be free from that sangha. Mukta sangaha. Muktaha you become free from muktaha, free from sangha. So sangaha is sambandhaha, that connection, that attachment. So tasmat muktaha, free from that. Samachara, samyak achara, samyak anucha, samyak anushtanam kuru, yathavidanam nirvartayata, as it is should be done, you do the karma. So therefore, that Ishvara arpita buddhi, with your buddhi firmly fixed on the Lord, and doing karma with the buddhi, the Ishvara arpita buddhi, you do karma, then result will take care of itself. How? By taking you to the Shreyas Marga, the Moksha Marga. That is what you are seeking all through your pursuits, different pursuits. So therefore, Mukta Sangha, karma, achara, karma, kuru. Therefore, you cannot avoid karma. By avoiding karma, you don't become free. So you do the karma, and doing karma, you become free. How? Not directly. By doing karma, you get antakarana shuddhi. The antakarana shuddhi is characterized by the reception of the results of karma, gracefully, the graceful acceptance of the results of karma, taking it as the prasada from the Lord, the Ishvara. That shows the antakarana shuddhi. So with that yoga buddhi, karma achara, samyak achara, you do karma well. Samyak achara, you do the karma very well. Therefore, there is no avoidance of karma. There is no indulgence in karma also. So that karma becomes a yajna for this mumukshu. Therefore, he is a karma yogi. For karma yogis, the karma becomes a sadhanam for moksha by giving them antakarana shuddhi, by giving them that pakvata, the maturity to take up to jnanam. Therefore, it becomes a sadhanam. Therefore, it's called karma yoga. We saw just now. Yoga is the sadhanam. So, karma sadhanam. Karma becomes a sadhanam. So, therefore, mukta sangha samachara. There is no choice. You cannot avoid the karma. Therefore, you have to do. So, this sangha means this asakti. Asakti, that is the attachment for the expected, desired result, for the action done. That asakti only that takes a person for a ride. It makes a person restless, because the end is so strong in the mind, is so attached to that, he forgets the means. Therefore, he is not able to even to do the action properly. Therefore only a person fails. In karma yoga, there is no fail. There is no failure in karma yoga, because whatever you do, it is going to give you benefit by taking you to moksha marga, shreyas marga. Therefore, there is no failure in karma yoga. Maybe from the worldly standpoint, you may seem to fail, but really there is no failure. There is no failure. Therefore, tadartham, even for that purpose, tadartham, for that purpose here, referring to tadartham, referring to Ishvara yajnartham, Ishvara pujartham, that is tadartham, karma samachara, to do your karma. Iti. Then the next shloka, that also we saw. We'll read that. Saga yajna praja srishtva. Purovacha prajapatihi.
पुरोवाच प्रजापतिः
Anena prasavishyadvam. Yeshavosthrishta kamadhuk. Saga yajnaha prajaha referring to the living beings, srishtva, having created, along with Yajna, that is Saga Yajna referring to the Yajna karma. Yajnena, Saga Yajnaha, Yajnena Saha, Saga Yajnaha. What are those Yajna? Yajnena Saha, this Panchamaha Yajnena. Panchavidena Maha Yajnena, Saga Vartante, iti Saga Yajnaha. That is the Panchamaha Yajna which we talked about in the last class. This Deva Yajna, Rishi Yajna, Pitra Yajna, Manushya Yajna, and Bhuta Yajna. This Pancha Yajnena Saha Vartate Pancha Maha Yajna. Along with this, Panchavidena Maha Yajnena Sardham Saha Prajaha, this Manushihi, this Manushyaha, this living beings, Srishtva, having created Prajapatihi, this Prajapati, that is Bhagavan as the creator is called Prajapati, Brahmaji. It is Brahmaji, Chaturmukha Brahma, we can take. Uvacha, he told. Uvacha, Uvada, what he told? Hey Prajaha, O people, O Manushyaha, Anena Prasavishadvam. Anena referring to this Panchamaha Yajnana. This Maha Yajna Panchakena. By this Panchamaha Yajna, you all Prasavishyadvam. Prasavaha is Vriddhi. Prasavishyadvam. Prasavaha is Vriddhi. Vriddhi means the growth, prosperity. So, may you grow, may you multiply, may you grow and prosper. Prasavishyadvam. Anena Prasavishyadvam. By this Panchamaha Yajna, may you all prosper, may you all multiply and prosper. So, having created human beings, Prajapati, in the beginning, he said, by this Yajna, Panchamaha Yajna, you all Prasavishyadvam. May you all grow, may you all multiply. Why? Because this Yajna will be your Kamadukha, Ishta Kamadukha. This Yajna will be your wish-fulfilling Kamadukha, that is Kamadhenu. This Yajna is a Kamadhenu. Why? Because it will fulfill whatever you ask for. This Yajna will become a wish-yielding cow for you. So, whatever you ask for, whatever you ask for means that is which is in keeping with Dharma. Then for that, this cow, this Yajna, which is the cow, which is like a cow, like a Kamadhenu, that wish-fulfilling cow, which is like a wish-fulfilling cow, will fulfill all your desires, provided the desires are legitimate. So, do this Yajna and fulfill all your legitimate dharmika desires. Therefore, there is nothing wrong in desiring. Desire is a privilege. Desire is a privilege which the human being enjoys. So therefore, only Prajapati also says, may you fulfill your desire, whatever is the desire, dharma, artha, kama, whatever the desires, you can fulfill it in keeping with this, in this order, this Yajna. So, therefore, Prajapati, the Ishvara as Prajapati, as Brahmaji himself as sanctions. So, may you grow. May you grow. So, this, may you grow, may you gain material as well as spiritual prosperity. You gain material as well as spiritual prosperity. Abhyudaya Nishrayasa. By following what? By following the lifestyle of Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. Abhyudaya Nishrayasa Hetuhu iti visa. This dharma, the two types of dharma, Pravritti Lakshanam dharma and Nivritti Lakshanam dharma. Nivritti Lakshanam dharma is characterized by the lifestyle of sannyasa, and Pravritti Lakshana dharma is characterized by the other lifestyles, that grihastha, etc. So being there, you do this karma as an yajna, and by which you grow, because this becomes your wish-fulfilling cow. This becomes a wish-fulfilling cow. There is a Vishfuling cow, that is Kamadhenu is there. Kamadhenu means Kamadhenu stands for Jnana. It is not only for material prosperity, it also stands for the knowledge. It also stands for knowledge. Knowledge is what we already, knowledge is what we seek for. Knowledge is what we seek for. Therefore, for gaining that knowledge, this yajna will give you the pakvata, the maturity, the purity. So, your karma as a yoga which gives you the antakarana shuddhi and then takes you to knowledge, finally to knowledge. Therefore, it is ishtakamaduk. Therefore, this becomes your ishtakamaduk, the wish-fulfilling cow. Because of ajnanam, therefore, only one goes after so many things. If there is clarity of mind, if there is clarity of mind, then one will ask or one will seek only for knowledge. And for that, we need the clarity, the chitta shuddhi. For that, this yajna becomes a means. Therefore, this yajna is the wish-fulfilling cow, the kamadhenu, for gaining the chitta shuddhi, the maturity, the chitta pakvata, by which you gain knowledge. That is this kamadhenu. This kamadhenu you gain. Moksha you gain. So let this yajna be a wish-fulfilling cow. That is kamadhenu. Because by that only you gain knowledge, you gain shanti. You gain the shanti, which is what you seek for all through your life. Shanti is not located outside. Shanti is within. So one has to discover the shanti. Shanti means that I am complete. Agam purnaha. I am not limited. Agam purnaha. I am a complete man. I am a complete person. Swamiji says, Raymond, the complete man. Those days the ad was it makes you complete. Become a complete person. There is no lack in you. You don't feel unfulfilled. You are fulfilled. You are complete. When you have that, after that, whatever you do, it becomes spontaneous, and it doesn't bind you. So any action which you do out of fulfillment, it will become a yajna karma. It will be only for the benefit of others. It will be for the benefit of the world, benefit of the others, because you are fulfilled. You are already fulfilled. You are complete. So you don't have anything to gain. You are kritakrityaha. You have already gained to be gained. You have gained that to be gained. So you don't have anything to gain. Then why do you do still karma? You do karma like the great jnanis, etc. They do karma. Even after jnanam, they do karma. They don't do karma for their selfish ends. They do karma for loka sangraha. So you become a loka sangra. You become a person interested in loka sangraha. So therefore, loka sangraha also is possible only when there is fulfillment in you. With lack, you cannot do loka sangraha. With lack, you cannot do really any real dharma karya. The dharma karya you can do only when you are fulfilled. Otherwise, all the dharma karya what you do, there will be a hidden agenda or expectation. Nothing wrong in that. You get punyam out of that. Because we need a lot of punyam. Because lot of duritas are there. To neutralize the duritas stand in the way of moksha. So to neutralize duritas, we need, durita means papa. Papam are there. To neutralize the papam, we need lot of punya. Therefore, all the dharma karya are important. Dharma karya, dharma karya to be done, they are important. So that is the agenda is there. Nothing wrong in having that agenda. It is fine. That agenda can be there because the intention is to gain punyam, to neutralize papam, and want moksha, and jnanam. So that is That sankalpa is a very good sankalpa, nothing wrong in that. But even that dharmakarya, there is this agenda is there. Whereas for a jnani doing lokasangraha, what is the agenda he has? Because his kritakrityaha is fulfilled. That is what one that is what one has to, that stage is what one has to reach. For that, this yajna karma becomes a kamadenu, wishfulling, whatever you ask for, what you ask for. You ask for that, gaining which you don't become, by gaining which you don't become a, gaining which you don't want to become anything. You ask for that, gaining which you don't want to become anything. So that is what this, and what is that? That is what jnanam is, and that is kamadenu. So therefore, this yajna karma becomes your ishta kamadukha. Ishta kamadukha. Kamadukha. Kamam dogdi. That which milk, that which gives you. Kamam dogdi iti kamadukha. And what kama? That ishta kama. Whatever you desire for, that it showers you. That gives you. Iti. So this Panchamaha Yajna is your wish fulfilling this Kamadenu. Therefore, one has to take up to this Panchamaha Yajna, and that is to be observed every day. All these five Maha, this karma, this yajnas, to be observed. For two reasons. One is for neutralizing the papa, whatever we earn every day. Second one is for gaining the antakarana shuddhi. So for both, certain karmas what we do, that is for neutralizing the papa which were done before on the same day. And certain karmas are for removing all the duritas which may come later, manifest later, or which are by neutralizing those duritas by taking us forward to the path of the moksha jnana. Therefore, this to be observed. There is no choice. Then, having talked about this, even though Bhagavan Krishna has not talked in detail about Panchamaha Yajna, but we said what is Panchamaha Yajna. In fact, Panchamaha Yajna is called Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is otherwise called this Panchamaha Yajna. Therefore, this Panchamaha Yajna is important. I think we can stop here. Now, this I have to go now. Shamitam, we will continue in the next class. I sent you the message that Senior Swami of the Gurukulam has passed away. So his final rites is going to start now at 7:30. He was with Pujya Swamiji since beginning. And he has been suffering for the last 2-3 weeks. So yesterday he passed away. On the same day, on the same day Pujya Swamiji passed away, he passed away. In fact, today is Pujya Swamiji's Aradhana day. It is Aradhana, sixth Aradhana day. So Pujya Swamiji also passed away on the Ekadashi day. And this Swami, who was a very close associate of Pujya Swamiji, he also passed away on the same day, yesterday. And today is final rites. So I have to go now. So we'll stop here. We'll continue. We'll continue in the next class. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaih Vedai Sangha Padakramo Panishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na vidusvara suragana Devaya tasmai namaha. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी, धन्यवाद।
धन्यवादः गुरुजी।
धन्यवादः।
धन्यवाद गुरुजी। हरि ओम।
धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।